Hey, good morning, sleepyhead. Rest well? Good. I'm glad you could rest. Yeah, I let you sleep in today. I know that you've been a bit stressed lately, so I put together a little itinerary for the weekend. I've got some fun stuff planned. But before we do anything, every good day needs a good breakfast. Here, bacon and eggs, of course. It's a classic American breakfast after all. I have a pot on as well. Do you want coffee or tea? Of course. Anything for you, beautiful. Well, what did you expect when you date a sap like me? No, I think I'm going to have to keep calling you beautiful, and you'll just have to get used to it, beautiful. Here you go. Oh, and here's an English muffin as well, buttered to perfection. So, while you're eating, here's what I have planned. After you eat, I'm going to take you shopping. That new mall just opened up? You know the one. The mall that had some kids start a fire in the bathroom on opening day? Yeah, well, I figured we'd go there, buy some clothes to really show everyone how good we look, and then maybe start a fire in the bathroom to really show them what sort of town they set up in. Sound good? Great. After that, I have a reservation for dinner at a... well, that's a surprise. But let's just say there's a reason we need to buy you a new dress. I'm not saying anything about your current wardrobe. All I'm saying is that tonight is going to be a holiday to remember. Why? Hey, I said it's a surprise. Now eat your breakfast and listen. Okay, after that little surprise, I know that at Mid Farm Park, they have the whole place lit up like a Christmas tree, as well as the surrounding neighborhoods. So, what say you to walking in the snow and looking at all the lights? Good? Okay. Finally, we come here and open our presents together. I know it's not Christmas yet, but I went ahead and bought you a bunch of presents that I need you to open tonight, okay? Why? It's a surprise, that's why. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Good. Okay, finish your breakfast and I'll go get ready. Wow, this place is huge. Guess they really are making a push to turn our sweet, innocent town into a true commercialized capitalist dream. Well, no use fighting it then. Let's go spend all of our money. Come on, I have a specific place in mind. Hello? Yes, we need to buy a brand new dress for this lovely lady here. Oh, hush. This place is not too expensive. You're going to look fine as hell, and you're going to like it. So, what do you think? I didn't ask if you thought it was expensive. I asked if you like it. Honey, it's a yes or no question. Excellent. We'll take it. Okay, and those shoes over there, they match this dress, right? Okay, good. Sweetheart, try them on and tell me what you think. Yeah? Awesome. We'll take those too. Yeah, I guess I'll take a receipt. Hmm? Pfft, I'm not going to tell you. No, you can't look at the receipt. If I wouldn't tell you how much everything costs, why would I let you look at the receipt? Oh my god, stop debating me on this. It's Christmas. It's practically a tradition to overspend. We can go, but I need to pick something up first. Don't worry, what? It's nothing big, just a small errand. I'm not acting suspicious. You're acting suspicious. Okay, wait here. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Well, I'm not holding it because it's in my pocket. No, I'm not going to show you. That's right. Tonight is going to be full of surprises. Okay, let's go. We need to swing by the house to change, but then we can go to the next event of the night. We do have a dinner reservation. Hey, we have a reservation for two. Yes, I know this place is nice. Just wait till they see our table. Overlooking the patio, next to the band, and what's this? Why, is this a 2009 Sequoia Grove Cambion from Napa Valley, California? Why, I think it is. What? I know my wine. Now, love. Drink up. It's cold out, so we must warm ourselves with pretentious wine. Thank you for doing this, by the way. Letting me spoil you. Thanks for letting me drag you all over the town and do all of this. These last few months have been hard. Some people unwind by staying in bed or distressed by going on vacation somewhere. But for me, when I'm around you, I'm the happiest man in the world. When you smile, or when you get that look in your eye when you see me, or when I surprise you, my whole week turns around. You mean so much to me, and I don't think I tell you enough. I'm not a man of words. When I need to say something important, my words escape me. Only around you, though, strangely enough. Ugh, look at me ramble. Our food's here, and I'm yapping away. Okay, let's dig in. How was your plate? I should get that next time. Oh, the salmon was good. Don't get me wrong, mine is better, but hey, they tried. Before we go, let's do a toast. We still have some wine left after all. A toast. A toast to us. To being the people we are instead of someone we wish we were. And to a new year full of memories and new experiences. Together. Yeah, that was cheesy, but hey, it's the holidays. If now's not the time to be comedically pretentious, but when is? Okay, grab your coat, honey. It's getting dark and the lights are turning on. Whew, it's getting chilly. Is that coat keeping you warm? Well, come here then. I'll warm you up. Isn't this place beautiful? The lights, the snow, even the people walking around in high spirits. It's just so picture perfect. You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember the night we met in college? It was this time of year, and I was stuck in the nurse's office. As were you. You had sprained your ankle ice skating, and of course, my whole night was a wreck, and... What? You're kidding me. How have I never told the story of how I got there? Well, I mean, yeah, I had a bloody nose, but sweetheart, that was just the tip of the iceberg. I've never really told you the story. We've been together for years. How have I never told you the story? Wow. Okay? Yeah, you're in for a treat. Okay, check it out. You remember that girl I really liked? Yeah, Stacy. Anyway. Oh, stop laughing. I know now she definitely wasn't my type, but back then all I saw was blonde hair and blue eyes. Anyway, I was walking through the hall with Stacy, and she was telling me about how her boyfriend had looked at the Snapchat she had sent him, but didn't respond. So, she was going to accuse him of cheating, because either she was right, and she gets to have the honor of being right, or she was wrong, and she could guilt trip him into buying her that bag she wanted, and... Jesus, the more I tell the story, the more I see how right you are. Okay, look. I know now I probably dodged a bullet, but, in fairness, making her pass out led to me meeting you, so, not all bad. Oh, right. That's coming. So, I'm looking at her while walking forward, as you do, and I'm not looking where I'm going. We were walking towards a set of double doors, and you know how when they're open, there's that metal support pole in the middle? Yeah, you see where this is going. So, I walk full force into that, my nose starts bleeding. Not just bleeding, gushing blood. I'm sure you remember how sensitive my nose was back then. If it was too cold or too hot, I would get a nosebleed. Hell, I'd even get them in the middle of the night. Although, that only seemed to happen when I was dreaming of you. Okay, sorry. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. So, my nose looked like someone crashed a truck of red food dye into Niagara Falls. And Stacy's like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Your nose is bleeding, dude." And she gets closer to try and put pressure on my nose with tissue she kept in her backpack. But, see, the problem was, Stacy used a type of shampoo that had a very distinct smell. It always made my nose twitch for whatever reason. Combine that with the blood pouring out, and I could feel a sneeze coming on. I tried to hold it back because I had never been this close to her. But I couldn't warn her that a sneeze was coming because if I opened my mouth, I would definitely sneeze 100%. So, I tried my hardest not to sneeze. But then, my sneeze came forth with the power of Zeus. And my bloody nose, you ask? Well, it exploded all over her. Face, hair, clothes, everything. If you're having trouble picturing it, imagine the scene from The Shining. The one with the blood in the hallway. Or, no. The scene from Carrie, you know the one. Yeah, it was like that. God, Stephen King really does have a thing for blood, doesn't he? I think he might have a fetish, honestly. Anyway, Stacy looked like Carrie from, Carrie, and after letting loose a blood-curdling scream, she passed out cold on the floor next to me. Turns out, she's a huge hemophobic. No, not homophobic, sweetie. Hemophobic. I mean someone who has a fear of blood. Of course, how someone who has a uterus that gushes blood like my nose once a month is a hemophobic is beyond me. Well, I mean, I guess if someone is going to develop a fear of blood, that'd do it. Anyway, I'm bleeding like a war vet. Stacy's out cold, enough blood on her to make it look like I tried to beat her unconscious with my nose. So I, of course, bolt for the exit. But luckily, someone with sense managed to grab me and take me to the nurse's office. They had me stay there for a while. You were there too. We had met before, a couple of classes, a handful of greetings in the hallway, but that's about it. The nurse left after a bit, so it was just you and I. We eventually got to talking. We spent the whole afternoon there. I don't think I told you this, but I could have left any time. I wasn't like you, bedridden with a busted ankle. They said I was free to go hours ago. But when I saw you, I don't know. I couldn't think of anywhere else to be. Of course, you remember the rest of the night. Your friends weren't answering your calls or texts. You couldn't reach your parents. So, I offered you a ride. We didn't really know each other too well at that point. But you accepted for whatever reason. I remember that night, sitting outside my car where you lived, making small talk before you left. I wasn't the bold type. Not then. You remember that for sure. But I wanted No, needed to get your number. I remember how I asked too, like a burst of words. I didn't just casually ask for it. I blurted out a string of nonsensical mess that would stump the most skilled linguists. But somehow, you understood what I was saying. You always were the best at understanding what I'm trying to say. I remember driving home, your number in hand, whooping and hollering like I just won the lottery because, let's be honest, I did. Then, when I asked you for a date on the pier, I had expected to be awkward, for me to stumble over my words like a man learning to speak for the first time. But it wasn't. It was picture perfect. Because in that moment, I wasn't a man learning to speak for the first time. I was me, learning to live for the first time. And it was you. It was all you. You were the one who breathed life into me and showed me kindness. Something I would not allow even for myself. You were the one that brought color into my life. The one who, when I was around, seemed to put my anxieties and nervousness aside and help me be the person I never thought I could be. Do you recognize where we are? It's the same place, on that same night. Here, I must confess something to you. I lied to you. To your face. We aren't opening presents tonight. I don't have a bunch of boxes with gifts inside. I only have one small black box. When I met you that night, I also met myself for the first time. And I like him. I liked who I was when I was around you. I like who you helped me to be. And I don't want that to end. Not ever. I don't need to wait to question if this is right, because I knew from the moment that I looked at you, you were the one I wanted to be with, the one I wanted to wake up in the morning and see, the one I wanted to come home to after a hard day, the one I wanted to be the mother of my children. I want you to be by my side until the earth fades into nothingness. The one I wanted to marry. When I walked you out of that nurse's office, I was holding your hand. To help support your weight off your ankle, of course. But I remember that. Me holding you. I remember not wanting to let go. Would you do me the honor of letting me hold you for the rest of my life? Will you marry me?